Welcome to FIA Formula 2 here in Chicago on a day where we could crown a champion. Jaden is looking at possibly a second Formula 2 championship if everything goes to plan today. But in this championship, it usually doesn't. Harrison interrupted the momentum yesterday by taking a fabulous pole position, and today he tries to do a last to first. Let's see whether he will be able to do it. Lots of drivers for him to contend with though at the front of the field. An extraordinary racetrack which always delivers fantastic action, especially over the bridge, but it can be slightly hard to overtake, and it could mean anytime someone does try overtake, it can be contact. Turn number one, drivers can get forced wide. When it does go well, side by side, up the bridge can be possible if they give each other room. If there's a bit of lag there, they could find themselves going and falling off the bridge, which is not what anyone would want. Final corner, if two cars are battling, they're both trying to be later on the brakes, they could find themselves both going off the road. That is a possibility as well. Well, here we are then for Formula 2 in Chicago. It is great to have your company. I will turn my attention onto the grid and we will look down at the grid as we get ready to begin the formation lap. You can hear the sounds of these Formula 2 engines, and now you are able to see these Formula 2 cars. Absolutely incredible stuff as Note gets us ready for the formation lap. He'll be leading the field away. And I think we're going to be in for a really, really exciting contest here in Formula 2 as we make our way. Soon, on the formation lap, it is 59 past right now, and soon to turn to the hour, and that is when the formation lap begins for the drivers in our field. As we watch with Note, who is going to take us away now. And the laps will be done in a moment. So, we're just getting everything quickly sorted, and we'll do the laps for you as well, so you are aware of how long the race duration is. So it will be for this race, of course, as we're following the ChatGPT laps as well calculation. So if everything goes to plan, this sprint race should take about 25-ish minutes. That's the hope, at least. We'll need to reset stats, however, before that. So we need to reset stats if that allows us to, which it would be nice if it does. Like that, there we go. So stats have been resetted, we're looking down on the grid, and we're all set for FIA Formula 2 to go racing. And this is really a race that could be wide open. I saw connections being made to China where we saw mistakes from our top three. It could come down to who makes the least mistakes. Note really slowing everyone up on the formation lap. He is basically going on the brakes and catching Pal out there. And also Logan, they're both close in behind, but he's also waiting for all of the other drivers to make sure that they are close. He doesn't want to be waiting on the grid alone for too long. That is not what he wants, as he gets ready to go in formation on the grid. We're on board with Note, as we now take a look at the driver, who is alongside Pal, is just going to go straight to his grid spot, as Note decides to take his time. Out there, so Pal lining up in position then. These are nervy moments. It is a race which could crown a champion by the end of it. Jaden, Harrison slowing each other both up. They are going to have a fascinating fight in today's Formula 2 race. This is going to be absolutely extraordinary stuff. Cannot wait for this to get underway. Final few cars are into position. Nervy moments as we wait for yesterday's pole sitter Sir Harrison McLaren, who'll start on pole tomorrow. Today, he starts from the back. Here we go then. We've got Note, who starts on pole position. How are the drivers going to get on in this race? And it is a race that could possibly crown a champion, and it's 5 lights away. And Formula 2 in Chicago is underway. Brilliant launch of the line for Note. Note is going to lead into turn number 1. Harrison putting the pressure on Jaden. It's Logo who is in P3. Powell trying to challenge for the lead. Will he be able to do it? Into the first turn. Everything can be so tricky after the opening lap of the race. Powell looks for it. Down the inside. The Tridents go off the road at the first turn. And it's Note with the lead. But Powell's trying to take it. Can Powell get in front? Trying to go the long way around. These two Tridents putting on a show at the front of the field. And it is going to be the lead for Note, but is Powell going to brave it? Is Powell going to brave it in the bridge section? That is absolutely extraordinary. They're all very wide, taking the normal racing line, and it's Powell with the lead. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. They went side by side through the bridge section there, and a spin round. Oh, big crash off the championship leader. Jaden spins, so does Note. A dramatic moment there as they go into the trees. They continue on going. A dramatic start of proceedings for Formula 2 with our championship leader trying to be called a champion driver by the end of today, who has got himself round. It is Note, and it's Powell. Powell's off. Powell is also round on the start-finish straight. We've had 3 cars now that have all found themselves facing in the wrong direction as we go on to lap number 2, lap number 3 on the board. Let's hear from the driver who was facing the wrong way on the start-finish straight.
It's fucking stupid. What's he doing? What is he fucking doing? I'll just get back to time now. Fucking ridiculous.
So, a disappointed driver there as we see Harrison trying to put the pressure on Logo. Logo's got the lead, so, well, when everything happens so quickly, and the timing board, of course, has a lap to update, we are stuck here trying to work out what's going to happen, but that was a really, really exciting start to this motor race. Down to turn 1 we go, 1.6 seconds, so Logo, can he do it? Can he take victory today? Into turn 1 we go. Jaden's going to be there as well. So it's Harrison. 3-way fight for the win once again as Jaden tries to take the championship. And here we go. Over the bridge. And while they don't properly go flying, these F2 cars, still, it is a tight moment on this circuit. Trackside, of course, we've had Formula 1 going on this weekend. Jaden is taking you through that one, the driver that's currently in 3rd. Jaden is going to be trackside this weekend, like last week. I am actually in the Biggin Hill studio in London, so that's where I'm broadcasting Formula 2 from today, and this whole weekend. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Can Jaden make the move for 2nd place? He was so close. Down, through, and it's slightly wide for Sir Harrison McLaren. And McLaren's going to hang on to the place for the moment. So it's Logo, McLaren, then Jaden. The top 3 right now. It's Note in 4th. So we could get Trident battling part 2, really. If this continues. So we're going to have a lot to look forward to in this, which I absolutely love. You have the Primus trying to defend from the ART of Jaden. And you have absolutely everything else going on at the same time. These are the Formula 2 races that you absolutely love. Where it's on the edge. Where it is always so close. As we go past the podium. Which some of our drivers by the end of this will be on. And it'll be the first time they get to use this type of podium for Formula 2. As Formula 1, as it was introduced last week for Formula 1. But Formula 1 of course weren't there. Sorry, Formula 2 weren't there, I should say. So Formula 2 of course here at Chicago, we go to Miami, and then we end the season with Formula 1 at Monaco. And I hope that next season's calendar is the same in terms of Formula 2 starts with Formula 1 and it ends with Formula 1. It's always nice because for Formula 2, I think one of the main things, hold on, we'll cover off this possible overtake by Jaden, who is really close on the back of Harrison. Can he go to the inside? How brave is he feeling at the final few corners of this circuit? Not brave enough, he backs out of it, which is a sensible decision. He's trying to get on the power. He's trying to bring the fight on to the first turn, but he won't be able to do it. But yeah, I've already seen the tracks that we have for Formula 2 next year. I am hoping that we also get the same opportunity to start when Formula 1 has their round 1 and then end when Formula 2 has their final round. A bit of a moment between the two Primus and it blocks Jaden, and Tridents will say thank you very much because that blocked Harrison, that blocked Jaden, and now the Tridents could find themselves in the mix. Could it be a 5-car battle for the win if this continues on? Logo has got P1 for the moment. And oh no, it's a mistake for Logo, and through goes Sir Harrison McLaren. Logo is going to find himself losing out. Jaden goes through, oh no, Logo's off, he's into the barrier, he's into the wall. And that is going to be him, fully stuck in the wall there. And there is, well, no way to recover that. And I think, well, no other option than a red flag for this one. We need a tow truck. So Jaden's going to have to go out there. And I don't think there's any way Logo can actually recover that. Like yesterday. So this race will have to be stopped. As there was contact between Jaden and Logo. Okay, let's hear it now from Pal.
Is he okay? Is he okay? That was a fucking big shot. I saw that. Fucking mental.
So Pal will be... So Pal will definitely have to also make his way through. As well, of course. So we'll let him overtake Note because I think Jaden and Pal do need to technically get there. So yeah, we do have a red flag for Formula 2. I think in real life it would be a red flag anyway. Like in real life the safety car exists. In real life the safety car exists, but I think in real life it would have to be a red flag anyway. Because with how physics would work, if he flew into the wall like that, the barrier would be severely damaged, and it would probably go into the catch fence. So there would be a major red flag in real life as well, let me just add. So, while we've seen less red flags happening... in Formula 2, we do have one now. Jaden asking if he's okay. Jaden's going to go to work. The rest of the field will wait. Yeah, the rest of the field will wait as well. Note, do you want to fully just cross the line so it counts your lap? Or just go a bit more forward. I think that will hopefully do it. No, remember, there we go. Yeah, so Note's lap's been counted. It's just easier because I'll reset it and then your lap will be counted. So now we're watching how the red flag procedure works. So Jaden's gonna try. We'll also provide him B-tools if he needs. Because I think he might need to separate barriers, he might need to get rid of some barriers, he might need to do lots of things, actually.
Tow truck, wait, I need to get the driver out the car.
Okay, let's go in and let's quickly go in and listen to what's happening out there on the circuit.
What, are you okay? Jump if you're okay. Okay. Are you feeling dizzy? Jump if you're not. Also, okay, so you will be going to the medical centre for further checks. Oh no, Logo, you're not going. What the fuck? Yeah, so hop into this truck, the back. Yeah, you'll be checked by the Chicago hospital.
Okay, well, the tow truck team is going to now go to work as the medic team now heads off the scene. So we now focus and take a look here at the recovery job that is going on by the tow truck team as well. And onto the back goes Logo's Prima. A Prima car that was possibly staring at a 1-2 by the end of today. And a bit of a moment, first of all, for Logo, which it was a clear mistake from Logo, first of all, which allowed Harrison through. And then, of course, there was the incident after that as well. As we'll go back to the normal cameras. We'll move away from free cam. We'll go back to the normal cameras with the tow truck driver. I think having a bit too much fun driving around the tow truck there. So, yeah. Jaden complaining about Logo coming back onto the circuit like an idiot, but seems like Harrison providing a little bit, or well, more than enough footage as well to be looked at. And actually, as we are under the red flag, we're actually going to quickly get it on screen for you now. We're going to get that on screen for you now, actually, as we are under the red flag. So
this is the hospital.
So we're going to provide you with coverage right now. I think we can still somehow hear the medic team, so I think we need to disconnect the mics from the cameras there, because we don't actually have a camera following them yet as well. But we're currently looking at the tow truck team, however, as you can see. And I don't know why he's just driven into Joe's car. Don't know how clever that was. And now the tow truck's running away. Oh my god. Seems like all chaos is happening. Okay, well, yeah. I am going to do what I promised you and show you a replay of what happened. We're going to go on board. So, yeah, we're going to quickly go on board with Logo. And we're going to be able to see what took place between those two drivers out there on the circuit. Not often we're able to bring you a replay, but luckily we do have the time as it's a red flag. Race will resume at 20 past, so everyone can easily sort things out, because I don't think the tow truck's going to be the tow truck's having the best of time. So yeah, we'll do it at 20 past just to ensure that everything's actually in position.
On the track before.
Okay, well,
we're
going to put it full screen for you, and then we're going to now do it once again. So let's take a look at this.
Rams into
oh my goodness me. Horrible stuff at high speed. And we'll replay it more, as I can see Captain will use for that. So, goodness me, that is absolutely horrible stuff. Absolutely horrible stuff at high speed. And that is a dangerous, dangerous crash. Right, so I guess we go back into the drivers now go into the race mode. Some of them, of course, helping out with the medic stuff. Some of them helping out with the driving. Well, the tow truck stuff. As everyone now lines up on the grid once again. We've got about 5 minutes till we go racing, so everyone just gets to sit there and chill. Well, yeah. Well, the drivers do have time to go quickly have a chat with each other. So let's hear if anyone is going to try and argue with someone up there. I believe Note is next to Logo. Let's try get a camera down there. We'll try get a camera down with Note and Logo.
What happened, man? Are you alright? I saw that coming up.
I thought he's out the race.
He's not. No, you're in front. You're in front of me. Move forward. Move forward.
I'm behind you.
Oh yeah, you are. My bad.
Yeah, I thought he's out the race.
Is he alright though? I remember coming off the bridge, taking my line, and then I look forward to see where they are, to see the gap, and then I see Logo in the air doing bloody barrel rolls.
I was taking the bridge cold.
Yeah. Our plan isn't working very well. We need to stick to
what
it.
Plan? You had no plan.
I remember messaging one.
Yeah, the bus. I forgot. Wait. Oh, you messaged me. Snap.
That was at the start. I don't think you really read it.
Okay. I'll just do that again.
Logo, you alright then? Yeah.
No, be to hospital in Chicago. Chicago Town Pizza.
Oh.
OJ.
It looked horrible. I can't lie.
Jay.
You alright, Jude?
Jay.
Bro, it's alright. Accidents happen,
Jay.
man.
Hi, Jay.
Accidents
Hi,
happen.
Jay. Speak!
You know. Bro, this kid's...
Oh, cat.
You're at Harrison.
Baggy.
What do you think of that then? Any opinions on it?
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my car. Be quiet.
So,
Oh, that's my car.
right, so the two, well, Red Bull suited drivers not wanting to engage in any conversations there as well. And we're all lining up in position, and we're moments away from getting back out there on the circuit and back going once again. So, of course, it's dry conditions, so there's no other reason why not to have a standing start. So that's the expected decision being confirmed. Standing start as usual. It will be Harrison McLaren who will lead us away. So Jaden speaking on the radio, or not speaking on the radio for some reason. Don't think that don't think we well, yeah, we do kind of do text radios, but not often. I guess we can read it at least. So Jaden says, let FIA review it. I'm sure it was a lag crash, so surely not penalty. So Jaden believes it was fully a lag crash, so that's quite interesting. Okay, well, this is the moment where the drivers are now preparing and getting ready to go racing once again after a red flag. Let's hear from Pal.
They'll note top two gonna be battling into one. Stay calm. Logo's gonna be trying to push us, so just try and block him and make sure the top two make mistakes.
Well, lots of drivers getting ready and now preparing to go racing once again. Let's hear from another driver. Jaden is currently, well, is going to be starting in second place.
Laps. I'll drop back behind logo.
So due to the engine sounds, I don't think we heard that radio message. We'll try get it through and have it again.
How many laps and should I drop back behind logo?
So, well, I don't think the new FIA is actually deal no deal. So I don't think, unfortunately, it would work like that. So yeah, don't think it would. Don't think we're just gonna switch under red flags and stuff like that. If there is any penalty, then it gets, of course, added in the race or posters, which is probably the more likely option as well. Anyway, other than that, the laps will just continue how, well, actually they won't. We will just minus 9 from 26, of course, and then we'll be able to go racing. So I'll just put 17 on the board for us. Let's just put 17 laps on the board, and then we'll continue going racing. And then, of course, hopefully stats will reset themselves in a moment as the drivers try and get going a really quick formation lap. They all want to go racing once again. They've been waiting for a little bit and they want to get back going as well. So now they're going to get into position. It will be a standing start. And the two drivers with Red Bull suits lining up at the front of the field. They will be teammates next season. This is the sight on board with Jaden as he has his teammate to the side. We've got Logo lining up in position. One Primo at the front, one Primo at the back. How are they going to get on this time around? The answer is 5 lights away. And Formula 2 is racing once again in Chicago. The ART is already alongside. Jaden going for the lead. The Tridents are wheel to wheel immediately. It was a poor launch for Logo off the line, and it means he is further away from the field as we do battle to turn number 1. It's wide for the top 2. Jaden goes off the road, so does Harrison. They still go wheel to wheel. It's Harrison with the lead, then it is Jaden as they still go side by side. Losing out in the background was surely Pal, who's lost out to Logo, who's trying to go the long way around, but Pal's going to retake the place. Logo is back down to last position as we make our way through. Jaden into the lead then as the field experiments with what lines they want to take around this configuration of circuit on what has been a chaotic start to this one. It is Jaden with P1, then we find ourselves with Harrison, then it is Note, Pal, Logo, and everyone's in a train, everyone's in this battle. Sir Harrison McLaren came into this weekend saying there's nothing to lose. Let's see how brave he can be on the brakes. How brave can he be as he tries to take this place away? He won't be able to do anything into turn number 1. Could be an opportunity later on. A half spin in the background for Note. A half spin in the background as Logo tries to put the pressure on Powell. And this is a close Formula 2 contest, which is what we absolutely love. Jaden trying to pull away now. Yes. It's always a question of how much can you experiment? How close can you get to the grass? You can see different lines being taken in the background. That is surely Powell and Note, who are battling over the final spot on the podium. These two teammates who've done that so many times this season, about to do it again. Oh, and a spin! Oh, the tridents! It's a mistake and a spin from Note, and it blocks Pal. And Pal is impeded due to no fault of his own. It was his teammate who spun, and it means that we're going to now find ourselves with the trident heading to the back of the field due to an error from Note on the exit, and it means that it's Jaden, then it is Harrison, then it is Logo now at the front of the field, and a 5-car battle for the lead is gone down to a 3-car battle for the lead, and that's disappointment for Trident because they were going to be in contention. We've seen so many times contact be made between the leading guys, and especially when they're battling so hard, the Tridents were going to have a chance, but a major mistake from Note blocks his teammate, and it means that they won't be able to capitalize if Sir Harrison, McLaren and Jaden have some drama, and they're close. They are close, and this is going to be a battle that could go down all the way to the end of this race. Let's see then. Down to turn number 1 we go. Logo's not too far away. If these two make contact, they still could open the door, but now Tridents are going to have a lot to recover. They would ideally need another red flag, which is possible if Jaden and Harrison get in another crash. That means that once again someone gets stuck in a barrier and we need a tow truck for definite. Then there definitely could be a possibility. So here we go then. Still coming over the line. So we head down to the first turn once again. It's close between Jaden and Harrison for the fastest lap point, so that's an extra point to fight for these guys. I say close, it's 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond is the gap between Jaden and Harrison with the fastest lap. So they're both racing each other while battling for the fastest lap point, and that's 1 extra point in the championship. Incredible. Formula 1 doesn't give a point in the sprint race. Formula 2 does. I mean, it is part of Formula 2's format every weekend to have a sprint. It is to give drivers a chance who don't usually fight to the front to have an opportunity. Like, for example, we haven't seen drivers like Logo put it on pole yet, or Bella, so they still get a chance to fight at the front by being reversed to it, so then they get to defend and prove themselves somewhat. So Formula 2 of course serves a different purpose in terms of that, and of course for all of these drivers, while they're already in Formula 1, it's just a fun format to have. So you're not seeing Jaden or Harrison win every race. Yeah, I guess you are gonna see Jaden and Harrison probably win every race. I don't think that sentence made too much sense. Of course, Jaden wins most of them. I'm talking about Harrison because of this weekend. But how it works is how it works is, of course, is that there's not too many drivers every round, so meaning that they only get reversed to like 5th, 6th, 4th usually, so they're still able to recover that. If we had more drivers, then it would be more challenging. But yeah, I guess it gives a bit more of a challenge than dominating off pole. So yeah, if there was more drivers, then there would be, I guess, it would be a little bit harder, but just the way it is, unfortunately. You now find yourselves with the Tridents doing battle. Pow's gonna want to go on the attack of Note. I guess they're gonna be battling. They're gonna be stuck battling for 4th position. Here is Logo making his way through, and Jaden could provisionally take victory, but if there is a penalty, then it could be costly in the background, off, into the wall. Harrison is into the barrier, and it's going to see possibly his teammate. Oh no, Logo's lost it in the final corner. Logo's lost it, and he's stuck momentarily. He's trying to get back going. This is the opportunity for Trident. He's stuck on the curb. No, Trident will be too far back to capitalize on that. They will be a bit too far back. Logo's going to get back going. Let's hear from Powell.
Box.
Okay, so Powell's trying to come into the pit lane. His teammate is struggling all over the road, and Powell didn't come into the pit lane, so that might have been a trick to get Note to pit as they do battle down to turn 1, but a costly mistake for Harrison. That could cost him victory unless Jaden now makes a mistake. How brave is Powell feeling? Note sliding all over the place. Better traction for Powell. Can he go the long way around? Can he do it at the bridge section once again? He's going to get past before the bridge section. Absolutely extraordinary stuff from Powell, who overtakes Note on the racetrack. That was the two teammates doing battle, and it is Jaden. Well, that's a brilliant camera shot. We had the Trident off, Note flying through, and then we had Jaden, who is drifting it through turn over 1. And only really a mistake can cost Jaden as it stands. 13.2 seconds. And well, I guess Harrison at least needs to get it into a 10-second, because it could be a major penalty at least. So could be bigger, could be drive-through. I don't like dirty driving. Simple as. Who knows? Well, of course, drive-through, you know, well, post-race I'm talking about, connected. So with the post-race, it would be connected with, what do we call it? Yeah, we would look at the seconds of how long a drive-through takes, and then we would add it on. So that's how that would work. Into turn 1. 13.4 seconds now. So let's now hear from Pal.
Yeah, I'm boxing this lap. These tyres are done for.
And oh! Note! Thinking about the lunge to the inside, he didn't decide to go for it in the end, which was a smarter option. So, as it stands, Jaden would be clinching the Formula 2 Championship as well. So, that would be a, well, dramatic moment for him, especially. I already know that. So, as it stands, Jaden would be clinching this Formula 2 title. But of course, we'll see what ends up happening. And in the background, that's Note. Note's being lapped now. So that's how far he's fallen off. A mistake from his own, which cost his teammate in the end. So it's such a mistake that it really cost his teammate. And then, of course, his teammate found himself losing momentum in the end. As Jaden makes his way through as well. Okay, commentators cam then, as we take a look right now. Lap number 13 of this race. So yeah, this was the commentary, this is the commentary box, as you can see. And we currently stand by with a very interesting race going on at the moment. We'll cut back to live pictures to make sure that you're not missing too much, however, as we momentarily show you our commentary box. Oh, that's a major mistake at the final corner. And that is, note again, so that's 2 laps running. First it was overtaken by Jaden, then it's overtaken by Harrison as he gets lapped. On a day to forget for the driver that wanted to be the Formula 2 champion. But this season, unfortunately, it's just been too many mistakes. Simple as that. Too many mistakes. Too many mistakes which have cost himself. Mistakes that are starting to even cost the team as well. So, it is just not what they want at all. 13 seconds is the gap. Looking at fastest lap, Jaden's going quickest of all in the middle sector. Can he extend his advantage at the front? It's a 53.6, so he can't. So we'll keep an eye on the fastest lap. Jaden's been able to get it to a 52.979. So that's something that has gone on in the process. As we ride on board with the ART driver. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! I don't believe it! Jaden loses the car! And while we were on board with him, he has a moment. But he'll continue on. It's nothing too major. And he's just trying to bring it home. But that's a dramatic moment still. We went on board with him and he just lost it in front of us. Here is Sir Harrison McLaren. And to be fair to note, he is catching up. Well, he's staying. Sorry, not catching up. He is staying with Harrison. So, yeah, he has the pace. Just far too many mistakes, really. I think there's a simple way of looking at it. By note, today. And of course, a mistake that compromised himself as well. So, here we go then. Harrison's close to getting the gap inside inside 10 seconds, which will be crucial in case that penalty is awarded. But over the line to begin his final lap, and it is going to be a final lap for Jaden, which he will definitely remember. While of course he had the crash at the beginning, he is a driver who has fighted for so many Formula 1 championships. But those Formula 1 championships did not go the way he would have wanted. He found himself, of course, losing out in all of them. In Formula 2 though, this is the series that he has come alive. It was his decision. It was his... He decided to bring this category back. He put the idea forward, and this is the reason why, for racing and moments like this, he'll come out of the final corner, he'll look up, he'll see the checkered flag first. Jaden crosses the line to win in Chicago, but the moment has arrived for the ART man. Jaden is the Formula 2 champion here this season. Fantastic stuff from him over the line. Harrison has put in a brilliant performance to get second place over the line, as he will come over the line and he'll of course start the feature race tomorrow from pole position, and he'll have a chance to go for victory. Logo is going to finish in third to get himself another podium. Pal will finish in fourth. There he is. Note a lap down. And, well, It is the Tridents who are on their way for the Constructors' Championship very, very soon. And that's something that they'll be able to celebrate as well. But Formula 2 Championship for the man in your picture. But Sir Harrison McLaren pushed him this round absolutely fantastically. Right, okay. Let's get some radios going then. To quickly, well, hear from the drivers before they head for the interviews. Let's hear from Pal.
What was the corner cuts for Logo? Because he had 7 at the finish line, but I'm sure he had like 4 before the red flag.
That could be quite...
I might investigate that real quick.
So that might be quite interesting as well, as we will wait for the drivers to arrive a bit more further down. They need to arrive to the top 3 spots. So that is, of course, for the drivers, Harrison, Jaden, and of course Logo as well. So Jaden waving, and I don't think, unfortunately, this is what it does really. This is what it does for any driver. If you're not going to have the right attitude when finishing second, no one's going to give you the right attitude when winning the title. And to be fair, I'll be honest, I did have a few things I wanted to get out on those on that last lap, but I wouldn't say after yesterday I really wanted to say it. Unfortunately for him, after his attitude yesterday, but he can celebrate. But really, I don't think anyone's really congratulating him at all. Which, to be fair, if you're not going to have the right attitude when you're finishing second, then I don't know whether he deserves any of it when finishing first. Okay, everyone's getting into position. We're going to send the camera down there. Of course, I'm in Biggin Hill Studio, so I'm not trackside, so I'm just going to have to send the studio down there. Right, okay, let's try and find some drivers. So, okay, let's talk to Logo then over here in a moment. So, Logo, welcome in. First of all, I think we have to mention, first of all, are you okay after that big crash? And what actually happened in that big crash?
So yeah, I'm alright, I'm fine, thank you. So what happened was I lost it a little bit, lost the rear end. I came back on the track, and then Jay just fully throws it into me. Then next thing I know, I'm in the wall, stuck.
So, how's it like to get another podium then this season, and of course finishing ahead of the 2 Tridents?
It's good. It's the best you can do really for Prima. The 2 and 3 was pretty good. Getting better in the championship, trying to battle for the Constructors' Championship. But yeah, best I could do really, and happy to be both Tridents.
Okay, well, can you explain then the mistake that you, of course, momentarily had? We weren't able to fully capture it. All we saw, of course, was you slow momentarily, Harrison getting past, and then, of course, Jaden, of course, crashing into you. But what actually happened before the crash happened? So, what was the reason why you were slow? So, was it a moment into the wall?
It was, so I lost the rear end slightly, coming off the bridge. I had to catch it, and then I just went into the side of the trees. Just, yeah, spun a little, but then caught it. Then obviously came back slow, and Jay hit me, so.
Okay, well, looking ahead to the feature race tomorrow, what do you think your chances are in that?
I reckon I could push Jay and Harrison right to the end. We're gonna try and talk some plans, me and Harrison, to try and beat Jay, obviously, but we'll try fully and try and make a good race tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. Best of luck tomorrow. We'll now move over to Harrison's car, and we'll wait for him to come to the camera as well. Logo will head off to go sit in the cool-down room, and then, of course, once the entire top 3 has been interviewed, we'll be able to send it down to the cool-down room, and we can hear from the top 3 as well. So we'll wait for Harrison. I don't know where on earth he is. Oh, he's over there. He's at Logo's car. Right, okay, there we go. We'll just adjust the camera then. I was expecting him out of his own car, but that's absolutely fine as well. So, Sir Harrison McLaren, how was that one for you then? Of course, you started last, nearly did the last to first, but unfortunately it wasn't to be in the end.
Yeah, I think that was quite a scrappy race from my behalf. Too many mistakes made. One made in the final lap, which I think, depending on what Jay's penalty is, if he gets one even, maybe would have cost me the win, but I don't know. Have to see that after the race. But yeah, just really scrappy on my behalf. Nothing really to be proud of from there, except coming through the field decently easy.
Okay, well, then what did you see of that big crash that involved your teammate that happened earlier on?
Well, I didn't even know Logo crashed until I came back around, and then I heard him screaming eventually. But yeah, all I saw really was Logo spinning, hitting the trees, me flying past. That was about it.
Okay, well, looking ahead to the feature race, you start on pole tomorrow. Do you think you'll be able to take the win?
If I keep it mistake free, I think I definitely have the pace. I was catching Jay in the last few laps quite rapidly. So I think if I can get in front, manage my own pace, manage my own mistake free race, then I think, yeah, I can.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Best of luck tomorrow. Now, let's speak to our winner and our champion as well. Here he comes then. As he decides to, well, stand right next to, right at Logo's car once again. Here we go. Well, now he's standing at his own car as well. Take a look at him on the camera. Well, Jaden, congratulations on the championship. I would have hoped that when you won this championship, that you, well, would have been able to fully enjoy it. I don't think really you can enjoy it as much. So, first of all, let's just start off. Do you regret your decision yesterday? Because I think it would have been a much better feeling having everyone congratulate you and actually it properly being sold as fully deserved.
I don't really care if anyone congratulates me.
Right, quickly on yesterday, did you think your actions were fine?
I already sent out apologies, so yeah.
Okay, well, we're not going to keep going on about yesterday or any of that. But I guess the thing that probably would annoy you would be that you are still under investigation for the incident. So what happened with the incident?
Yeah, on my screen logo went off. He spun or whatever happened. He came back. Harrison got ahead. I was ahead on my screen, and I was ahead by, I don't know, a few tenths, maximum at least 1 second. I don't know. And then it was just a lag crash. Really, I just saw him flying. All of a sudden. So
Okay, well, then can you talk about the race before we quickly send you to the cool down room to talk with Logo Harrison? Can you quickly then sum us through the race that happened?
yeah, the race was fine, very chaotic. Did say yesterday that it was going to be chaotic at the start, and I was right. The last few laps I was struggling. Last pretty much 5 laps I was really struggling with my tires. I thought Harrison was actually gonna bring it down, and then I saw he didn't go past sector 1 when I was nearly at the end of my lap. I was like, he made a mistake, so I think that was brought up to 21, nearly 22 seconds. So
Okay, well, one final question is, of course, this is technically meant to be a win and also championship interview as well. And yeah, while we, of course, aren't giving the championship story the same way after yesterday, we, of course, do still need to ask the basic question. Thoughts on the season so far? Really, just in general, sum it up for us. You're the champion now. Yeah.
good. The start of the season, had was a bit off and stuff. Spain obviously had it, and Monza lost. But then, yeah, it started growing up a bit, then down, then it started dominating, which is good for me.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll let you go down to the cool down room. And at 50 past, that's when the drivers will be expected to head to the podium. Until then, the camera will make its way up as well and manage to get itself into the podium. And we've got second and third waiting over there. Let's go in and listen to what the drivers are saying.
Logo, why are you so stinky?
What?
Why are you so stinky?
What must I do? What? Stinky?
Yeah, stinky.
That's a bit mean.
How was the race on your behalf?
Absolutely horrible. I don't think I even deserved the podium after the red. Actually, no. Start. Oh, fine. Start. It was all right. Obviously leading, then obviously this guy who won got taken out.
Congrats on the championship, Jay.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Thank you. I was struggling like crazy on the tyres the last 5 laps.
Yeah, same. I spun on the last lap on the first turn, and Nope just went into me.
It's not my strongest track, to be fair. Like, the last 2 corners I took very easily. You're getting on me like crazy. So yeah.
The first corner was near impossible the whole race for me.
Yeah,
You did say that.
So slidey. So slidey coming out of turn 1. It's mental, especially on the curb.
Yeah, no. I had the half spin, half and gained a lot. That's why.
Was that the penultimate lap?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Where'd you do that? Where'd you do that?
On the curb, turn 2.
Turn 2. Oh. Yeah, that's deadly as well, actually.
And 1 and 10 curves are dangerous.
So
At least we
watch
can
out.
go wide.
Watch out for that for F1 as well. And
F1 will be fine.
you reckon?
Yeah, because it's more grip on it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
On worn tires, it'll be near impossible.
Yeah.
As you did say, it is the strongest track. Well, probably my weakest track. Well, quite lucky I won today, to be fair. Struggled tires quite a lot. He kept them gaining each time. So, yeah.
I just made too many mistakes that race, to be honest.
Yeah. Mate, your last mistake on the final corner scared me, bro. That was terrifying. I just saw your rear and like the side. I was like, oh crap. I had to. Oh.
Yeah, no, I made way too many.
Try and redeem it in the future.
Maybe, yeah.
Great to listen in to the drivers. We will now see them come onto the podium in a few moments' time. Any second now, because it's just turned 50 past. But yeah, great to listen to all of them as well. So we'll wait for Logo to come on the podium. And there we go. The driver is finished in P3. And he will enjoy himself going to the 3rd place spot, joining his teammate, the Red Bull F1 driver for next season, Sir Harrison McLaren. Another fantastic performance from McLaren, who will start on pole for tomorrow's feature race. But the winner of today's race, and also the champion of this season, and we're going to be able, in a few moments' time, to also hear his national anthem. Jaden comes onto the podium. The ART team that has also taken him up there to this championship as well. Constructors will still rage on. The drivers is sealed, and it belongs to the man in your picture. Let's hear the Polish national anthem. great to hear the Polish national anthem. And the top 3 on the podium will definitely be celebrating, but especially Jaden, who is the winner, congratulated by the 2 Prima drivers. A brilliant day of Formula 2. Jaden falls off the top step as well. And, well, here we go then. Celebrating Sir Harrison McLaren with his teammate for next year, with his current teammate in Formula 2. And it's all celebrations on this special podium. Here is Logo. Who was standing sideways, I noticed as well, during the national anthem momentarily. As Jaden sits down, gets ready to have a bit of champagne, and all of your top 3 in one amazing picture with... Are they all standing on each other? Here we go. A brilliant way to end off Formula 2 as well. Jaden trying to get himself up. And they're all trying to jump. Here we go. Fantastic to see. Even if there was a bit of frustration for some of the drivers after yesterday, today that has been pretty much solved. Congratulations to our champion Jaden, a deserved champion in terms of racing and pace. Everyone's had crashes, everyone's had moments this season, and we will let them get their final podium image. Logo, Harrison and Jaden, the top 3. Jaden is your Formula 2 champion as we now move away from the sprint race and look ahead to the feature race tomorrow, and you can join us then for that contest when FIA Formula 2 returns.
Yes, guys, come